Hey guys, it's Saga, and in this video, let us unbox and take our first look at the Realme 8 Pro. This right here is the Indian retail unit. It is not a review unit, I purchased it myself. So if you go out and purchase the Realme 8 Pro, this is the box that you get. It is available at 17,999 rupees for the 6GB RAM and 128GB storage variant, and 19,999 rupees for the 8GB RAM and 128GB storage variant. The one that I have here is the one with 6GB RAM and 128GB of storage in infinite black color. Before we get to the unboxing, YouTube tells me that over 90% of the people watching these videos haven't subscribed to the channel yet. So to fix this, if you are new to this channel, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon next to it. It is free and doesn't take more than a couple of seconds. Coming back to the unboxing. There is Realme 8 Pro branding at the front and on the sides, and Realme logo at the top. And on the back, some of the key features of the phone are listed down. Let me just get this plastic off, and then I'll cut open the seal and get in the box. First thing that we see in the box is this yellow envelope. It contains the SIM tray removal pin, some paperwork, and a dark flexible TPU case. After that, we have the phone itself. I will keep it aside for a moment while we take a look at remaining things in the box. Below the phone, we get a 65-watt super dart charger. And finally, there is a USB Type-A to Type-C cable for charging and data transfer. These are all of the things that we get in the box. Let me just keep all these things aside and we will get back to the phone. Now before I even remove the phone from this plastic, I can tell you that it feels very light. I really like how this color looks compared to the others, and this texture to the back means it doesn't gather as many fingerprints as some of the other phones. Thanks to its weight and dimensions, the phone feels very comfortable in my hand. A part of the reason why this phone feels so light is that Realme again went with a plastic frame and back. I'm not a big fan of the plastic backs, but this back does make the phone more durable against drops. That being said, it doesn't feel nearly as premium as some of the other phones with a glass back. Speaking of durability, this phone comes with a screen protector pre-installed. Normally, I remove these right away, but I'm going to leave this one on until I find a better option. If you are worried about dropping the phone, I think you should use it with this case on. This case adds all-round protection to your phone, and this lip at the front makes sure that the display is protected even if the phone falls down. Speaking of the display, it's a 6.4-inch Super AMOLED screen with a resolution of 2400 by 1080 pixels. It gets a 180Hz touch sampling rate, but there is no higher refresh rate. You are stuck with a 60Hz panel on this one. Colors look good, viewing angles are also good, and it can get pretty bright. But I will have to spend some more time with it and see if it is good enough for outdoor lighting conditions. There is a punch hole cutout on the top left for the 16MP front-facing camera. Above the display, we get the speaker grill. And because of how big they are, the overall bezels around the screen seem a bit dated, especially the bottom one. You do get an in-display fingerprint sensor, and I know this makes a lot of you guys very happy. But personally, I don't like it. It is much slower and not as accurate as the physical fingerprint sensor at the back or on the side under the power button. I'm just not a fan of these in-display fingerprint sensors on mid-budget smartphones. Taking a look around the device, at the top there is just a noise cancelling microphone. On the right side, you get the volume buttons and the power and sleep wake button below it. Then on the left side, there is just a SIM tray. It's a triple slot SIM tray, so you can use 2 nano SIM cards and a micro SD card with it at the same time. At the bottom, there is a 3.5mm headphone jack, microphone, USB Type-C port for charging and data transfer, and a speaker grill. Now there are a few things. I must say, I'm not a big fan of the plastic feel to the plastic frame running around the phone. It makes this phone feel cheaper than it is. For some reason, Realme has removed the second speaker from this phone, which was there on the Realme 7 Pro, and the selfie camera goes from 32MP on the previous one to 16MP on this one. I always thought newer generation of phones were supposed to do things better, but Realme here seems to be taking a step back in some of the key specs and features on this Realme 8 Pro. Well, what is new is the 108MP primary camera in the quad camera cluster on its back. If I am not wrong, this is Realme's first phone with this camera, and I will have to test it out to see how they have optimized it. The other 3 lenses on the back house an 8MP ultra-wide camera, a 2MP macro camera, and there is also a 2MP black and white sensor for some reason. Stay tuned to the channel and make sure you have the notifications turned on, because a very detailed camera review of this Realme 8 Pro is coming to the channel in the next couple of days. The rest of the back gets this nice texture, a subtle Realme branding, and a not so subtle dare to leave text. I don't like it. It looks okayish on this color, but I like the back of my phones to look simple and clean. Something that is continued for yet another generation is the Snapdragon 720G processor, and it is again coupled with Adreno 618 GPU. So for the third generation in this lineup, Realme is using the same processor. Now I know it's a great processor at this budget. It is well optimized, efficient, and all those things. But I think it was time for Realme to move on to something even better. What this processor means is that the Realme 8 Pro doesn't get 5G support. I don't know how important 5G is for you guys, but for me right now, it is very low on my list of priorities. You can choose between 6 and 8 GB of RAM, and the storage remains 128 GB on both these variants. I like that Realme has bumped up the base storage variant to 128 GB. Hopefully it will push the competition to do the same. All of this is powered by a 4500 mAh non-removable battery. Since I haven't had this phone for even a full day, I don't know how long it will last on a single charge. But when it is time to juice it up, it supports 50-watt fast wireless charging. And the best thing is, the fast charging power brick is bundled right in the box. I wonder how much longer we will be seeing this. Now this is the same 65-watt charger that came with the Realme 7 Pro. But unlike that phone, charging speed on this one is capped at 50 watts. If you want to see a charging test of how fast this phone really goes from 0 to 100%, let me know by hitting that like button. Realme 8 Pro comes with Realme UI 2.0 out of the box, which is built on Android 11. And I got a new software update just as I was setting up this phone, so that is reassuring in terms of software updates. I don't review a lot of Realme phones, so I don't have a lot of experience with the Realme UI. And right now, I can't really tell you how I feel about it. I will definitely have more to say about it after I have used it for a few days and weeks. And by that time, I will even be able to tell you more about its battery and overall performance. For now, all I can say is that this phone feels pretty light, and I actually prefer this screen size as it makes the overall phone much more handy and manageable. I'm really excited to check out its cameras and also compare it with the other phones that I have. Now since this was just an unboxing and initial impressions video about the Realme 8 Pro, I tried very hard to keep the Redmi Note 10 Pro and the Note 10 Pro Max out of this video. But since these phones do exist in the same price range and at the same time, I have a lot to say about both of them. So a comparison video between these two is coming out very soon. That is it for this quick unboxing and the initial impressions video of the Realme 8 Pro. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to the channel for more quality tech videos like this. You can also check out some of the other videos from this channel. This has been Sagar, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care.